Yeye, SoccerBeat, wosa, chilling with Reneilwe Letsholonyane, finding out the other things behind the stars, the 10 things that you'll never hear or have seen, have never heard of, and you're only going to find out right here on SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka, your editor. The legend is here, of course. Reneilwe, you've been around the block, did your thing from grassroots all the way, Jomo Cosmos, Super Sport United, Bafana. But the association is so strong with Kaizer Chiefs. What are the maybe the three things, just to sum it up, and that makes your bond with Kaizer Chiefs so strong?
Yeah, one, it is the team that I grew up liking or supporting as a kid.
Sure.
Rosa
Sure.
Focus. So that made it one of the dreams for me where I wanted to play for this big brand that I've always supported, the Glamour Boys that I've always seen
Sure.
on TV, Dr. Kumalo, Ace Kuse, late Shoes Musheu.
Chapa.
Those were the players for me as well that I looked sort of up to, that I wanted to play in the same space or be around them. And then that's why one of the reasons that sort of makes the bond between myself and Kaizer Chiefs. Two is yes, I played for PJ Stars, I played for Jomo Cosmos, Pure Dangerous Duckies, to name a few, right? But without being in the space as a Kaizer Chiefs, I don't think in terms of football wise, my life would have been where it is now, or I would have been by a lot of sort of people that knows me, that love me, that supported me, if it was not through Kaizer Chiefs. And I don't think I would have, probably I might be wrong, but I don't think I would have gotten an opportunity to play for the national team. Had I still go other clubs, because
the profile,
because for me is I played for Cosmos 2 seasons, and then after the first game, I go Chiefs, then I get a national team call up. So also that makes for me, the chances are there, but very slim to play for a national team or to play with so-called smaller teams. So it's the team that sort of helped to get better my profile, and be known and be out there. And the third one for me is being associated with a big brand opens up a lot of good opportunities, and I cannot take it for granted that the association that I had with the team, or that I have with the team, still opens up opportunities for me post retirement. So yeah.
Sure. And you won a few titles, man. The word transition was very big there, especially during the Baxter times. You're the king of that transition. You're the key cog of that transition. You won a couple of championships. Which ones stand out the most of those championships? Where you say, that season, Nano Chaba Nobani, we really did it that season.
Look, I think the 3 seasons Zaga Stuart, right? We played as you mentioned, the transition, which literally is another language for a counter attack football. But for me, I'll say it stands out in because of we won 2 championships in 3, right? That's one sort of big reason that I can say it stands out, because whether we like it or not, we play in the played in the league to win the championship. Any other smaller nyana trophy in between, it's a plus, right? But as much as the 3 stands out, the work was sort of, the foundation was built before then. The type of football that we played, Stuart, it is the type of football that we prepared for ka Vivi. If you knew, or if you saw the type of training sessions we had ka Vivi, you would
Sure.
literally put that and say, okay, sharp, this is that's why they play that's why they play like this. It's just that
Sure.
sort of with UVV it was how can I put it? It was raw. It was just like that.
Okay.
It was, hey,
I got you. Got you.
more on a, for lack of a better word, I'll say it was a military style type of a training session, right?
Yes. I was,
Uh,
yeah.
and then
Vivi was more a
yeah,
physician, a qualified physician, you know?
so he was more a strong guy, more physical. He believed in
Mm.
more hard work, and it was like
Yes.
it was just all. Whereas the same training session helped us physically to be in good shape,
Mhm.
and then the
Yeah.
next whatever season Stuart comes in, he puts a bit of a structure, he puts a bit of order in it, he molds the training sessions, but physically now we are in good shape because of the past two
Sure.
seasons we've done the hard work with
Sure.
UVV, and then Stuart comes in, adds ordanyana, adds structure, adds that language, the transition, when and how, da da da.
Good.
Da. Those nice words that people are using, Stuart came and put those words in, but the foundation was
Sure.
built before. Hence,
Before.
we could fly at any given time, any game, even when we're not playing well, but you could still see the identity, you could still see how we play, we could still win games even when we were not playing well, but that was built from 2-3 seasons back.
Hey man, I'm sure then Stuart will then stand out as one of the best coaches you've played under. And you've played under quite a lot of coaches. Who stands out then the most of those ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Guys are finding it tough. Let me help you out here. Guys are finding it very tough to answer this one, and they always choose like one or two or three and say this one is special because of this. This one, you know.
you
But
know
yeah, you know which one of
no
those coaches stands
honestly
out.
honestly all the coaches, honestly, all the coaches play a different role, right? uh
Mm, mm.
Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it might look like it's a negative thing, but it turns out to be a positive thing.
Sure,
I'll make an
sure.
example.
Jose Mourinho likes to do that, but yeah,
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 I'm with Cosmos, right? I get to Cosmos.
sure.
I'm this from PJ Stars, this younger
Yes,
players playing with experienced
experienced guys.
teammates there, and a bit shynyana, skillful, like being on the ball more. You chose to play for a team that believes in hard work, in hard
Hard
tackling.
work.
So what do you do now for you to play there? So now you must quickly adapt, right? So
Sure,
Jomo Sono Bajay comes in there to
sure,
say he helps me to be able
sure.
to realize, Jorge, now I need to improve the other side of my playing.
Other
My
side of it, yeah.
So defensively, I need to now to start improving, right? Uh, where is the better place to help a
Mm,
youngster to be mentally, physically strong? Cosmos is one of the places there because of, even at training, 50-50, no one pulls out.
yeah,
Jewel,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I promise you, jewels, you go in, you must win your own battle. Training session, very high intensity, all the training sessions. So for me, being in that space, Jomo Bajay helped me a lot to improve the other side of my game. Also because
Yes,
you it most of the time you have the same type of midfielders. It's either you can play or you can defend only. So you
yes,
can
yes.
easily say, that one is top player when we have the ball going forward. Oh, that one is a top player when we don't have the ball. So for me, I needed to be a bit different. I needed to try and be easily uh, differentiated between
Adaptable.
the rest, right? And
Yeah,
Cosmo was another a place for me to do that. And then so that it's like a more physical point of view.
Yes,
it
sir.
wants me to apply myself physically. It wants
Apply
me to,
yourself. Yes, yes.
yeah. And then I move. I go to Chiefs. When you get to
Sure,
Chiefs, it's a more structured space. It's a more uh, tactical, technical coach
sure,
that lives in those aspects of the game. Where now
sure.
from Cosmos, I believe in duels. I create. I'm a 50-50 now
Hard
because
work.
of
Yeah.
Nami. I'm esikolweni.
Yeah.
So now
Said Pache.
I create situations now as I'm a 50-50. Even when I get to Chiefs, I start getting there, get stacking in there. And then Coach Machine now starts putting things into order now, start packaging my career now in terms of how I should,
Sure, sure,
how when I should do certain things. Wabo. And being in a chief space also, the football type of football is different. How you handle yourself, it becomes more important as well. So now, I needed to be molded and shaped in a
sure.
very sort of organized and structured way. That's where Coach Machine comes in, because he's one of the coaches that started obviously to make me aware in terms of the technical and tactical aspects of the game, and
The
how I
game.
should respect, or how a footballer on the field should respect the tactics, and
Yeah.
hear a lot. That's when I became sort of more aware. And then you go and coached by Coach A's, Coach Doctor Kumalo. Technically
Sure.
they
Your idols, the guys who made you like this club.
Wow. So technically they are very there. They are there. So the
Yeah.
emphasis also, it is because they can do it. They talk from an experience. So the emphasis should, you must now sharpen your technical abilities, and technically they've got
Sure.
to learn from the top coaches as well. So Lebona, they are in that
Yeah.
space where now they are perfectionists. They want everything to be perfect. When you pass, the weight of the pass, the speed of the pass, the run, so everything, your body shape. So now, technically and tactically, they are on top of you. They also sharpen your knowledge, your skill with that. So that's a contribution, obviously, from
For
them.
sure.
You now play, you coached by Vivi that I mentioned. Who physically,
Mm.
he took me from there physically, and then he put me there. People
Sure.
would
Sure.
say you are a box to box, da 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 da. Yes, I'm box to box, but you can't do a
Yeah.
box to box when physically you are not in
You're not
good
there.
condition. Yeah, if you're not there, you can't do that. But you're only in good condition when you train properly, and when you train properly,
The
does
right
not
way.
when you train once and then you don't come. No, no, it's consistency, and
Sure.
training regularly and properly. So Vivi helped me with that, and then Stuart sort of took everything that was
Refine
done.
it.
So he
Fine.
reminded me what coach
Mushin.
Mushin started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stewart was more of a reminder and adding, because of modern
Okay.
football
Okay.
changes as well. It's like 5, 6, or 10 years later. So modern football
Mm. Mm.
changes. So Stewart revived that and then added something that are done in modern football, and
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
later with Coach Steve. Coach Steve did
Amazing.
the same thing with Stuart, because it was sort of a continuation with him. And then Coach Steve is also more of a father figure, of a teacher, because
Sure.
holistically he develops you, he teaches you on and off the field.
Sure.
He
Sure.
tells you about almost everything. When you're on the field, he teaches you about the field stuff. When you're off the field, it's still school with him, and you are being taught something from Coach Steve.
Man, oh man, oh man. So many to mention, and it's hard to grade as well. Yeah, yeah. In the way that you connect with these guys, there's no rating to say this one is more important, that one is more important. Winning a championship versus being developed,
Yeah.
it all contributes. So, with that, I think let's have a bit of a break and come back with more from Yeye Letsholonyane. We're gonna talk about that Ace and Doctor made you like Chiefs? You're one of the few guys in this day and age who actually have their nickname just as popular, as if not more popular than your the name on your ID. So we'll come back with more with yeah.
You see, it was this game that turned boys into giants. Even today's aces inherited the name from those who came before. Usabuthalomulilo, buzalwa abaziyo, bazokutshela. Lisegazini, forever.
Betway is giving customers a chance to win big with their 4 to score free weekly prediction. Simply predict the first teams to score in 4 Betway Premiership matches, and you could win 50,000 Rand. Scan the QR code on screen now to enter. Get way more with Betway. Standard T's and C's apply. SoccerBeat, wosa. I'm chilling with a legend, a PSL legend. Yeye Letsholonyane. Reneilwe is his name on the ID. Yeah. If people end up giving you a nickname and it becomes so popular that they don't even address you with the name of with your ID names. It means people really adore you, man. How does that feel being one of those guys? That if you say, "Do you know Reneilwe who played for Chiefs?" and people are like, "Who's that?"
Like, yeah. Look. I've always said when that I don't take utando that people have given me, that they are still giving me namanje for granted. It's a blessing, Joe. It's a blessing that you
Sure.
are being appreciated, even post my playing days. Still
Yes, sir.
get people that appreciates what I have done, and not just Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs supporters, but even supporters from other teams, and
Yeah.
it's a very huge thing for me. It's a privilege, it's an honor to be appreciated in that way, and again I'll repeat, I don't take their love for granted.
And abantu abakwenze famous the tough opponents, the guys, you had to get one over so that the fans remember why they love you. Who are some of those guys where you like, either you feared them or one of those guys you targeted, you said, when we meet with that one, it's yeah.
I think you, because of obviously different teams, right? For example, when you play a derby, Pirates, so there's times where there was Andile, there was Ace, right? It was like a
Yeah.
very top pair there, and playing against them was very very difficult. And then they
Sure.
on a good day they would give us a hard time, and
Anyone. Yeah.
then there was at some point Michael Martin also playing for Pirates.
Sure.
There was Bochanza at some point. There was, and then you go to Sundowns. There's Bohlompo Kekana. Then there was
Hachapa.
Then there was Bomabunda. Then and then there's Bokolenagos. There's a time Bokagiso Dikgajwe, Kubone, who were there. Papizo Twane. Then so there's quite a there's Kopolokwane, there's Bojabu Maluleka, there Mavoj, there's Bo Innocent,
The silent. Yeah.
there's Jomo Sono. So there's quite a few, not a few, but there's quite a lot of players, different teams where when you are going to play against that team, you knew they had good that will give us problems if we are not applying ourselves, if we don't do the right things. So
Sure.
for me, it was it's going to be, every game is going to be difficult, but if I apply myself, if I do my best to outdo my opponents, then get sharp, and that's always what I've tried to do, even playing under those difficult circumstances, or playing against the difficult opponents.
And yeah. There are some game, of course, you benefited from, the best ones you played with, where you knew, when this one is there, we are killing everyone, or maybe even you add to that, the best one you faced on the other end.
So,
Yeah. I'm not letting you out of this one.
I don't like singing out players, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I don't like singing out, it's because I played with a lot of good players, a lot,
Yeah.
and both
Yeah.
in the team environment and national team space. So for me, I feel, Hore, even making a 5-a-side or 11-a-side team will not do justice to the
Tough.
type of players that I've played with, and they are
Sure.
good human beings. I have a good relationship with, right? So that is why I don't really like sort of singling out players that I feel, Hore, they are in my top 5, top 10, whatever, or they have contributed.
Sure.
Because for me, I know for sure, Hore, all of them, one way or the other, they've contributed to the success that personally the team and the club as a whole have achieved. I don't think, for example, now, and again, it's something that is past, innit? I don't think
Of course.
without Shaba, Tefu,
Sure.
individually, one of them, I don't think without one of them,
Yeah.
we would have won the league then. I don't know if you understand me, Wabo. So
I got
everyone
you 100%.
had a part to play in our success, and our success
For sure.
really sort of comes back to me, because as an individual, yes, I'm successful, but it was a team
Yes.
stuff. Yeah. So
Talks. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. You've given me a bright idea now. I must all the guests that are coming up. Please also know, all the guests. I'm gonna have a disclaimer saying the disclaimer is no hard feelings. I'm answering a question. So I'm gonna give you a disclaimer, for the fans. You can mention two, because I can see already you packaged the two, because you shared a lot of success, with the showers of this world. But yeah, give us those best ones, and maybe the ones also on the other end that you faced. I'm not letting you off the hook.
I'll just say Shaba
Yeah.
and
Ola.
Shaba and Itu, just nje.
Sure.
On the
For obvious
other,
reasons.
yes, just nje, for just to give you an answer, nje. It doesn't even really answer your question, Mara. It is just to give you names. And on the other
Sure.
side, I'd say Teko, tough, very difficult person to play against. I would also say Trumpo.
Yeah. Ne?
Yeah.
Bashush in the middle with those ones, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, bashush. All right. With that, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to take a break. A little bit of a Organjan, yeah. We've talked about a lot. We're still not done. We're still not done going through Yeye's secrets, the things that you don't know about. You'll never hear anywhere else except right here on SoccerBeat with myself, Umjaka. Thank you. We'll go to a break. Look out for the competition. Make sure you follow the rules and enter correctly. It's a massive congratulations to our latest winners of the Puma Mamelodi Sundowns jerseys. Congratulations, Lucky Sekhuta and Ayanda Ndamane. Congratulations, Masanda Wana. you win yourselves one of the 2 Mamelodi Sundowns jerseys by Puma. To stand a chance to win one of these jerseys, you simply need to answer this week's question, and you could be in line to be one of the winners. Standard T's and C's apply. SoccerBeat, what's out here? My name is Umjaka, your editor, out here with Reneilwe, Yeye Letsholonyane, a PSL legend. Finding out the things that you don't know about the superstar that you saw, gracing our pitches here in South Africa and in the colors of Bafana. Yeah. I want to know, man. I want to know, the things that you like doing. Let's start maybe, favorite music. When Yeye is chilling. What is Yeye chilling to?
Sure. When I'm chilling, I listen to gospel and hip hop, right?
Sure.
Mostly in the morning. Obviously, it's your gospel. Obviously, to appreciate
Hola.
that I've been given yet another opportunity to do this live thing.
Yes,
To go and try out and make a difference. And then hip hop. Or rather, the first song that I like to play. It is Umbetesho Wachawe, obviously from the Methodist Church, and then I'll play Siyakutumisa, and then I'll do Isedilaka before I can go anywhere else. Then before I leave the house, it's that definitely Isedilaka, Mbonisetsetela, and then during I'd play hip hop. It's mostly your Pro Kid. Pro is one of the artists that I've always loved. One song, Ongaphela Umoya Sam, was one of the songs that helped me a lot in trying to keep me sane, even when things were a bit difficult or did not make sense. The song would literally help me, pull me towards myself, and then give hope. Noma kunzima, noma bakubamba ngenhliziyo semzimeni or uyakhuzuka ungaphela umoya. So yeah, that's one of the songs that I loved.
That is, we know now how to put together Yeye's soundtrack. So on your playlist, if you want to replicate Yeye's soundtrack, he dropped the artist, the music. There you got it on your favorite music platform. Yeye's music. Organjan, that's Yeye's soundtrack over there, man. Yeye, favorite holiday destination. Whether you've been or you haven't been, but what's that one?
I don't. To be honest, I don't think I have. I'm not a a holiday type of a person. I'm not a person that would say I want to go to Hawaii for whatever reason. And so if for me, let's say for example my kids want to go somewhere, then I would say okay, cool, let's go. But for me, I'm not that type of person that would say I want to go to Denmark because of there's 1, 2, 3, 4 go Denmark or go Russia or go Kai. It does not matter for me. So I'm very easy. Very easy.
Hey, even World Cup final nyana so.
For me, I would want to. It's not a holiday destination, right? But one day I would want to go and watch El Clasico. Go Santiago Bernabeu.
The wish list, ne? The wish list. Yeye's wish list.
That's one of the places or the stadiums rather that I would want to go. And obviously, going to watch your Euro finals, your World Cup finals, those are places for me. It's not really a sort of a holiday type of a situation. It's more for me. Also, it's more work related.
Bucket list, yeah.
Yeah, bucket list stuff. Yeah.
Hey, see, we've got your soundtrack, we've got your bucket list, we've got you. Siyakwazi manje baba, siyakwazi. We know you a little bit more, a little bit better. Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm very interested now in the car, the one thing that a lot of guys, and the popularity of a conversation will always mostly be about cars. Generally as a lifestyle element, a car is that big, big asset. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm interested, Cham. Favorite car, or even actually add to that favorite car and the car that you wish for still.
Sure. And again, like remember I said I'm not a very, and I regard myself that I might be wrong again. I regard
Yeah.
myself as not being a very difficult, picky person, right?
Mm, mm.
I know I know fuck all about cars, about the engine, about the kilowatt watt. I am not interested in those things. I like
Yeah.
what I like,
Yeah.
and that's it, right? So and what I like is from purely what I see, not really the speed, the engine. No, no. So the car that I like, for me, there's two.
Yeah.
One, it's
Sure.
it's Porsche Cayenne, and the other one it's Ferrari.
I,
Those are the cars that ultimately for me I would love
yeah.
to have. Then if I did, I did. If I did not, it's not a train smash. But like I said, I'm not
Sure.
really a car fanatic that knows the engine,
Yeah.
that whatever.
But
I
those
know
ones,
that.
those ones are the ones that will convince you to look inside.
So now I just see. I love the interior. I love how it looks outside.
Mm.
Keshapo. I'm okay.
That's it. That's Yeye Letsholonyane right there, man. The things that you would never hear about or have seen or read anywhere else, you found out today with us here on Soccer Beat. Thank you very much, Yeye, PSL legend. We'll be back. I can't wait to do a part two, man. And for you to on this journey with Betway, watching the Premiership. And I hope I can get you to predict maybe pa nyana February, March nyana to predict the champion by then. In the inaugural season. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Umjaka. This is Soccer Beat, the secrets, the other things that you don't know about the stars that you've seen Grace Fields. Let the beat do the talking.